The only thing necessary for evil to succeed is for good men to do nothing. It's important that people wake up to what is going on. It's time that we read the Constitution. It is error that needs the support of government. Truth can stand alone. That was given to us by Thomas Jefferson. Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to The Real Story. My name is Daniel Hapney. What a great show I have for you. Fantastic clips. Some news that you may not have heard. May have slid by. Maybe it was on page 85 when you picked up the paper. Does anybody pick up the paper? I don't blame them. In my case, the Boston Globe, I wouldn't wrap fish in it. But that's just me. So what I have for you this week, once again, is I got some news, and I've got some interesting views, and also some information you may not have gotten other places. So, welcome to Dan's Alternative Media. That's right, we're going to help you get stuff, but let's go over some regular media news. We'll start off with, you'll love this. Do you remember the guy who was called a liar? Well, anyway, this is Obama, to legalize illegal immigrants to get them into the health care program. This was reported by the Washington Times on September 18th. So that guy calling a liar? He might have been right.
There are also those who claim that our reform efforts would ensure illegal immigrants. This, too, is false. The reforms I'm proposing would not apply to those who are here illegally. It's not true.
Boy, that's interesting, huh? How about this one? Top government war on drugs official was secretly working with drug lords. Wait, I'm supposed to be surprised. Cocaine Importation Agency. CIA, that's right, yeah. Where's the heroin? Afghanistan, I forgot. So anyway, that's from Ross Story if you want to read the September 17th release. How about this one? This is for the second straight year. Arctic ice caps see record increase. This is from the U.S. We actually published this data, okay? Last year's increase of 150,000 square miles of ice, that is, okay? Increase, okay? This year's is 220,000 square miles of ice. And this is by the NSIDC. Once again, a government agency reports the facts, but then it buries it beneath the usual spin about global warming. This is, once again, from them. If you look up the NSIDC, they released this on September 17th. News you didn't get anywhere else, though, huh? Yeah, global warming, yet the ice caps are getting bigger. You know about sunspot activity, solar activity? We'll go into it later. So anyway, how about this one? It is in the U.S. Superintendent of Schools at Vladosta, Georgia, is asked to resign for not broadcasting Obama's speech in classrooms. Far-left organizations accuse him of racism because he is white and students are black. And this is from the Vladosta Daily Times, dated September 15th. So yeah, you have to show glorious leader or else we're going to get rid of you. That's rather interesting, huh? What kind of fascism are we heading towards? Okay, so anyway, other things we have for you. The big news anyway this week, I thought, I'm going to go over with you, and that is that march, that gathering, that protest they had in Washington. The news media told us that 9/12 event was only a couple, tens of thousands of people. Well, check this out. This is time-lapse photography, okay, in Washington, D.C. So now you've seen with your own eyes. Let me tell you what the Park Service said. That's right, the New York Times said it was only a couple tens of thousands of people. The Park Service said it was the largest rally ever held in Washington. This was bigger than the anti-war movements in the late 60s, and also the, what's-his-name's Million Man March. Okay, Martin Luther King's speech out there at the reflecting pool, all this was bigger. This was, once again, what's interesting about this, Let me go over, take a look at some of the signs, because the media showed you, they say, oh, it's all racism. But take a look at the signs. These are people that want to be left alone. These are people that want the Fed audited. These are people that want investigations for 9/11. But more importantly is, the media told you and lied to you that this was little, it wasn't that big, and all the people are racist. Tell me what you think after you look at these signs.
No, sir. All in Alabama. That's more important than politics.
What's important about this 9/12 event, okay, and what you should possibly consider, is once again, the people are starting to awaken. The sleeper has awoken. The masses are starting to awaken that this fascism being brought at us by, in this case, the Obama administration, no different than the Bush administration. Same. But what's important, once again, is how this movement, this liberty movement is what I call, what I'm seeing, a liberty movement. It started off with the Tea Parties in Boston. When I say the Tea Parties, the 9/11 Tea Parties, okay, and the Fed rallies and stuff. This is when you started seeing the people becoming awake. And then what happens? Glenn Beck moves over from what? CNN or some over to Fox. He gets $50 million. You know, Judas got 50 pieces of silver. Okay? He's trying to co-opt this liberty movement. He's done a very good job, and my hat's off for Glenn for anything he did to bring the people to Washington, D.C. But once again, here's the largest rally held in Washington, D.C., and your media said what? It was only tens of thousands of people? Kind of strange, huh? And the thing that gets me is having, you know, Glenn Beck, this leader of it and stuff, because a third party will emerge. People are learning that Democrat and Republican are the same thing. Bush and Obama, same thing. The same Goldman Sachs, big globalist bankster eugenics money behind both of them. And so why it's important with this Glenn Beck thing is, here's a little Glenn Beck piece called Glenn Beck Neocon. So watch this and tell me what you think.
The Patriot Act is the most dastardly direct assault on human liberty and on guaranteed rights in the Constitution that the Congress ever enacted since the Alien and Sedition Acts 200 years earlier. All efforts by the government to bail out private industry are unconstitutional. The reasons are profound. They're grounded in the Constitution.